So you're moving to Houston, Texas, and you're thinking the Woodlands seems like the dream spot for me, my family, whoever's coming with you. Well, in this video, the whole goal of it is I'm going to actually bring up the map view and I'm going to be discussing everything you need to know about the Woodlands, its location, what it's close to, the lakes, the shopping. It's an incredible area, but it's very long, it's very diverse, and it's covered in trees, so you can't really see anything. So, if you want to know everything about what it's like to live, work, eat, sleep, play right in the Woodlands, we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? This is Jackson Wilkie with the Real Agent Now Group right here in Houston, Texas. If this is your first time to this channel, you want to learn everything about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play right here in Houston or the Woodlands, make sure you tap that subscribe button and you click the little bell so you're notified every time I do a new video. And we are literally getting phone calls, emails, texts every single day from people moving and relocating here. And we absolutely love it. And it's absolutely going crazy here in the real estate market. So you got to get a leg ahead. The only way we can help you, you got to reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, weekends. We got your back when moving to Houston, Texas. So yes, what I want to do, I don't even want to waste any time. I'm going to jump over and I'm going to show you the map. And I'm going to really start dissecting the Woodlands. So as you can see here, I got to move a few things around real quick. I have it highlighted right here. And you might be like, okay, where is that? So the Woodlands resides obviously pretty far north of Houston. If I were to, in fact, if I do this right now, directions to, let's just do Houston, just to downtown, just to show you where it is. It is 30 minutes. So there's zero traffic right now, and that's from right here. So if you live, I don't know if I can drag this. Yeah, I mean, if you're living, up here, just like that little Egypt area, some of these other, some of these neighborhoods and stuff around here, it can extend you an extra 15 minutes just because you got to get through here. Still not a terrible drive, but that's with zero traffic right now. It's 2 o'clock. So that's just kind of its location. But if I were to do, a lot of people are like, oh, I'll be working down south in the plants, some, like that, Galveston area. Just to show you on the map, it doesn't look that far, but I mean, it's an hour 40 and I've done it a few times. It's like 2 hours. So it's quite the drive. And so where it is in relation, obviously it's this northern part right here. And you have, Katy out here to the west. So the new 99, this, came in not too long ago. That really helps you to get around if you're going to be working energy corridor, any of that stuff. So with that being said, let's dive into the Woodlands. The first thing you'll notice is to get to it, you'll be heading north on 45. So that's our main freeway, heads up to Dallas, heads up to, Oklahoma. And so you will actually take this exit right here for the Woodlands Parkway. In fact, I just did this last weekend with the family. It's right around the holidays. Holy crap, it was busy down there. So you're taking this 45 and then you go way up in the air and there's all these giant buildings right here. And you swoop around and boom, you kind of drop right into the Woodlands. And this is kind of the heart of the Woodlands. According to my wife and maybe me, I really think this is some of the best shopping that you'll find. So, I mean, if you're looking for an area that you just have everything, top school districts, you got lakes to go boating on and swimming and fishing and golf courses everywhere, and some of the best shopping, very community driven. It's a can't miss. I've talked about this in so many videos, but at the same time, it's just location. If you can't be that far north, we do have some killer areas that really replicate, this style. But you get right off here. This is the Woodlands Parkway. And this is when I've talked about this in a few videos when I mentioned living, if you've ever been to San Antonio, you've heard of the Riverwalk. That's what this is. So right here is the River Row Boathouse. And if you have not yet, I did a full vlog tour of the Woodlands. So you'll get to see this personally. But this is where you can come and rent paddle boards, kayaks, or you can just launch yours. And so the cool thing is that you'll see people all day long paddle boarding, kayaking, taking this. And then here, come, park your little buggy right here and you go get brewskis. There's all these bars and restaurants and shops and it's just full of shopping right here. And if that's not enough for you, you go right across the street. You got the Cinemark, a huge movie theater and stuff here. And this is all the shopping. So you'll see, I mean, you got malls. You got the biggest outdoor mall or indoor mall right here, the Woodlands Mall. It's ginormous. And then you cross the street. You actually came out of this parking lot. We did this in the video. You drive in, and this is where my wife loves to go. This is a big area in the center for kiddos to play, park, sit, whatever. There's all Lululemons. Can't get my wife out of there. And you have all of the really nice shopping center right here, and this is all like outdoor. So when you drive through here, it does a loop, so you can go cruising through there. You know what I mean? Like back in the day. But you'll see just people walking everywhere, all the restaurants. So you got like outdoor shopping, you got the mall, you have all this shopping right here in restaurants, and you can actually get out and play. Like me and the kiddos and the wife, we came out here the other day, and there's little parks down in here and stuff, and you can run along the river. It's really cool. So like all that is right there. So where's the living for the Woodlands? The very first thing you see is, because this is Woodlands Parkway. This is like your main road, and you can take this west. Like it goes all the way out here. And as you can see, there's golf courses everywhere. So if you like golf, these are all just, none of them are bad. They're really. I mean, this is a Jack Nicklaus course, but you can see that it kind of dead ends out here. And that's what's going to get you down to the 249. So it can get you into Tomball, Cypress, all that stuff, or out. This is the Texas Aggie new highway. It takes you out to College Station to Texas A&M. So you take this Woodlands Parkway, and that's kind of your main road. And from there, I mean, it's just endless neighborhoods. And then it kind of gets down to, style of house you like. But right here is the first living. If you want to be close to the lake, a lot of these are private right here. You can get into some of these, maybe 600,000-700,000 if you're off the lake and stuff. But if you're going to be on the lake, you're looking, $1 million. But you're talking 6,000-8,000 square foot, 9,000 square foot homes, pools in the backyard, sport courts. You cannot get like a wakeboard boat. You can boat on this, but it's got to be electric. You got to go really slow. You actually see a lot of pontoon boats on there, but they just cruise. So booze cruises, brewskis, that kind of thing. The cool thing is all along these lakes are trails, and they go in and out of all these neighborhoods, so you can walk for days. And the cool thing about those, they have overgrown, like old growth trees, so they're very shaded, even in the dead of summer. So you're going to have incredible lake living. Lake Woodlands is like I said, boatable, and then you have the river right here that everybody funnels into and does all their paddle boarding. And I mean, how cool is that? You can paddleboard right into town and go shopping or whatever. So as we kind of roll through here, you'll see the McCulloch Junior High. That's the next thing I want to talk about. Schools, and it's not my word. I'm not steering in any way, but just public information from like niche.com or any of those. It has some of the highest ranked schools just from top to bottom. There's Montessori schools. So I'll just type it in so you can get a visual of it. And we'll talk about, you have the Woodlands High School. It's very popular. So that's right here if you wanted to live close to it. And you also have one more high school. It's not showing it, but it's the Bear Branch High School right out over here. In fact, if I hit search, it should pop up now. Yeah, so you got junior high school, that stuff out here. They're all great schools. So now it's really location. It's feeling. The style of living that you're going to see in the Woodlands, it's just old growth trees, huge trees and giant lots. Like a lot of these homes, when you drive through the Woodlands Parkway right here, you will not see anything. You can't see restaurants. You can't see even like a CVS pharmacy. You'll be like looking on the map and it says turn right and you're like, where? And all of a sudden this driveway pops up and then you drive in the back and boom, you can see the CVS. So, I mean, I'm talking gas stations, you name it. They're all covered in trees. That's what people love. Last weekend, we went to this Bear Branch sports field right here. It has huge skate parks. It's got pools with splash pads. It's got giant playground equipment for the kiddos. That's where we hung out. And then it's got this big dog park. It was full of people playing with their dogs. And then it had lacrosse going on. There was like adults playing lacrosse. You're going to see that all over. You can see right there's the skate park. So we were right in this area. And then these are all soccer fields and stuff. So if that's something you want to kind of be close to, a really cool park, all the ball fields and stuff, you'd want to be looking kind of up in this area here, just to the northwest of Lake Woodlands. So All these neighborhoods, as you kind of continue to go out farther west, there is some new construction in these areas. A lot of them, get older. Some of these homes, this master plan community was built starting in like 77, 78 with the goal of keeping it very treed and open. But you will see a lot of those homes that are, from the 70s, 80s, and they need some remodeling. So that is dependent. Okay. That's going to be two factors here. I am kind of a guy who likes going into a home and putting my own touch on things. In fact, I've gutted 3 houses myself. You can build incredible equity that way. It's a lot of freaking work. My back is paying for it, but that's just what I've always done. And then you actually get to build things out the way you like. So you're definitely going to get that opportunity here. Just beware, especially if you're coming from an area where you're used to like the 1,500 or 2,200 or 2,400 square foot home, and now you got to remodel like a 4,000 square foot house. Like these houses, you get a lot of house for your money in the entire Woodland, basically in all of Houston, but especially in the Woodlands. It reminds me growing up, I'm from North Idaho, but my neighborhood was kind of that 70s, 80s style homes. And we all had like quarter acre lots, yard, huge front yard, huge backyard, and, trampolines. While we were driving through here and going look at all these houses and stuff, that's a lot of what it reminds me of. Huge old growth trees, really big yards. And so then it comes down to really just location, and working. If Woodlands is your thing, then it's just kind of finding that spot. So you got to know, once you get in a little bit farther west here, you can be 20 minutes from the 45. So just depending on where you need to be. Like I mentioned, you cannot boat on the Woodlands, but the cool thing about being in the Woodlands is you're just minutes from Lake Conroe. Now this, full on wakeboarding, pontoon boat, incredible bass fishing. Or over in my area, the cool thing is you split the difference. You have Lake Houston over here. So, my neighbor's got a wakeboard boat. And so, we go out on that. You can wakeboard, fully boat, everything you need on these two lakes. And the Woodlands is right smack dab in the middle. And you can see, I'm going to just show you on the map, the Woodlands here, just how treed it is. It will surprise you. This is like when you're flying in. If you're coming from the north, you're flying into Houston and you're looking down and you see just nothing but green and trees. It will surprise you, as you think that Houston's like this big flat, which it is kind of flat, obviously, but like deserty. That's North Texas. This is like, man, there's so many bayous and creeks and drainage and that kind of stuff. And I say creek, sorry, I'm from North Idaho. It drives a lot of people crazy in the comments. But you will notice these trees in all of these lots. It is nothing but giant old growth trees, and it's just kind of endless. And as you can see, as you would drive through here, you would not see any homes, nothing at all until you pull in and actually like get into these driveways and stuff. So you can see it's really a family oriented spot. You all along here too, you're going to have shopping. So it's not all just at the front end by 45. There's plenty of shops and restaurants and everything you need all throughout. But for the most part, that really is it. So I wanted to show you one more thing, because everybody's always commenting about Spring Klein, because it's basically touches the Woodlands and it's way more affordable. So Spring is just right here. And when you do like the borders, if I do Spring, Texas, it basically touches it. So there's parts where you can be minutes from the Woodlands and stretch that dollar. And yeah, you can see it kind of creep up into this area. This is more you're going to be closer to downtown, closer to things you need, and more affordable. And it's Spring Klein. Here's Klein and here's Spring. So this whole area is oops, sorry about that. This whole area here is just kind of like the Spring Klein area. There's some older like industrial parts over here that not really my jam at all. But like Old Town, Spring and stuff, it splits right here. It's right in the center of the Hardy Toll Road, which this one you pay for, and 45 you don't. So you have Old Town, really fun little scenic town. I was there in November. It was like 80 degrees, beautiful weather like always. And they were out putting the Christmas decorations up as a community. There's like 25 people out there doing it. It was really fun. A lot of really cool like barbecue shops and art galleries and just cool old nostalgia. You can kind of see I'm going through the pictures here. It's got that Old Town feel. I did a full vlog tour on Spring Klein. The Spring Klein school districts are really good too. And so if you're looking to get kind of up in this northern area, lots of trees and parks and greenery, and be up north, Spring Klein is an incredible area, but the Woodlands is what, you know, most people are reaching out about and thinking that it's going to fit them the most. But you never know. Woodland sounds amazing, but like I said, it's all location, lifestyle. You're moving here for a reason, a job. You got to be somewhere, and that is what we are experts at. So we, you know, schedule Zoom calls. We pull up the map. We ask you, what's your lifestyle? What do you got to be here? What do you want, you know, in a community, in a neighborhood? What do you want in maybe privacy, space? Once we get that information and we can hear your stories, it's really easy for us to, you know, give you 3-4 areas you've never even heard of. This is the 4th largest city in the entire nation. And let me tell you, looking at the Woodlands and you know, some of the areas out to the west or the south, it's an hour away and you would never be able to get. There's 132 master plan, 130, I think there's more than that, 138 master plan communities in Houston. Picking the perfect one is not that easy, but that's how we help. And the only way that we can help you, you got to reach out. You got to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, weekends. We got your back when moving to Houston, Texas. And until the next video, guys, we'll catch you later.